We're in Colchester at Manheim Remarketing's auction centre, and we just witnessed one of its weekly van sales. And I'm talking to James Davis, Director of Commercial Vehicles. Afternoon, James.
Hi, Neil.
We just witnessed one of your auctions and it was looking extremely busy.
It's typically a very seasonal market at the moment. We've had the Royal Jubilee, followed by the football, and now the Olympics, which we're in the full swing of. So typically we'd find it quite quiet in summertime. Today we've had over 200 physical buyers attend, around 150 online, so it's surprising even saying that it would be quiet. The interest
almost equal numbers then of physical people and online people.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we're seeing van volumes are dropping back about 30% year on year, so van buyers are having to travel or log on to more sales in order to find stock.
And just to put my mind at rest, do vans come in any other colour apart from white?
It's a fair observation. Many of the vans that we sell, I would probably say 90 to 95% are white. They're a perfect blank canvas for companies to put logos and so forth on. You tend to find the coloured vans are operated by specific fleets, so buyers would identify them very readily, as you and I would. So if a vehicle's parked on a street, its colour would certainly dictate its usage.
Just turning to more serious matters, how is the used market holding up this year compared to last?
Well, if you look year on year, we predicted a shortage of volume because of the shortage of new registrations, or the drop in new registrations in 2008, 2009. As I said earlier, about 30% shortfall we're seeing year on year, which is, I mean, today at Colchester we've offered just over 450 vans, and we'll sell probably about 65% on the day, so just short of 300 vans. Prices, it's interesting, in terms of 12 months, we've noticed vans 5 months older with about 8,000 more miles, yet they're actually making more year on year, about £50 more than June, July of last year. So I've often said a robust market. It is. The buyers are telling us at the moment that retail activity is quiet because, as we've said, there's seasonal reasons why that is, plus sporting events. But overall, very positive signs, and the trade is saying that they hope it will pick up again in September.
Now, sales of new vans have been fairly disappointing so far this year, it has to be said. Is this going to impact on you a bit further down the line?
Yeah, around 80% of all the vans we sell come from large corporate lease contract hire fleets. Now, clearly, economic conditions always very closely mirror commercial vehicle registrations. So we're certainly predicting a shortfall from historic registration shortfall. I think right now people are looking at a used van as a better proposition perhaps than a new van. They're not sure on economic situations, so they might be extending vehicles. And what we're seeing is that age and mileage profiles are fairly stable, where they've increased over 12 months. They're now fairly stable. So the question is really, are vans going to stay out there longer and therefore with higher mileage come back with more mileage, or are we going to see some of the fleets that have deferred replacement actually have to go out into the market and replace vehicles? So it is anyone's guess.
But at the moment, pretty stable.
Absolutely. I mean, I've said that you know, September promises, as it does typically, to kind of bring to an end the seasonal lull. You know, I've said earlier that the buyers that we're seeing in attendance right across the country shows there is keen demand, and certainly, you know, talking about coloured vans, you know, the trade are looking for the cleanest, nicest, best spec vehicles, and sometimes that does include vehicles that aren't white. And on that basis, you know, it's looking good in terms of the used market, but we'd always want more.
James, thank you very much.
Thanks, Neil.